Bernice Abbott was an American photographer best known for her portraits of cultural figures of the interwar period, New York City photographs of architecture and urban design of the 1930s, and science interpretation of the 1940s to the 1960s. In 1935, on the eve of the Great Depression, she began a series of documentary photographs of the city that debuted in 1939 as the traveling exhibition and publication Changing New York. Many of Abbott's photos are presented in exhibitions at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. In this video, I will further explain some of the impressive photographs of Bernice Abbott's series, Changing New York. This photograph is titled Triborough Barber School, 264 Bowery, Manhattan, and the date the photo was taken was October 24th, 1935. This was Abbott's favorite photograph in her Changing New York series. Abbott wanted to highlight the contrast in New York and does so in this photograph. Triborough Barbershop is depicted in a black and white gelatin silver print portraying a building facade in portrait orientation. A man leans against a striped pole at the left side, while the school's glass front is visible on the right, featuring a large window inscribed with 264 Triborough Barber School. The image captures men peeking out from behind the haircut advertisements on the lower section of the painted glass, while sunlight filtering through the metal grid structure creates an intricate pattern of light and shadow. The sunlight filtering through the fire escape from above creates shadows covering the front of the store window. There's also contrast between the man leaning on the outside and the front door to the young student in the school. The entire window area produces a variety of texture that gives the photo interest. Abbott portrays New York City's business and urban life in an interpretive manner, offering insights into how daily life could be. This photo's title is Brooklyn Bridge, Water and New Dock Streets, Brooklyn. It was taken on May 22nd, 1936. This image showcases the majestic Brooklyn Bridge against the backdrop of industrial waterfront infrastructure. The composition radiates a sense of energy with immense scale of the bridge dominating the scene. In this photograph, Abbott masterfully captures the intersection of the architecture, industry, and urban life. The sweeping lines of the bridge and cables and arches contrast sharply with the angular forms of the surrounding buildings, creating a striking visual juxtaposition. The photograph serves as a testament to Abbott's keen eye for composition and her ability to convey the essence of a place through photography. This photo showcases the aesthetically evaluated composition of the newly constructed infrastructure in New York City during that period. This photo's title is Broad Street Looking Toward Wall Street, Manhattan, and it was taken on July 16, 1936. It is presented in the New York Public Library. In this image, Abbott provides a striking view of Broad Street, one of the most historically significant roads in Manhattan, as it leads toward the iconic Wall Street financial district. Abbott's photograph captures the bustling energy and the grand architecture of Lower Manhattan during this period. The towering skyscrapers lining Broad Street and the distant view of Wall Street evoke the power and influence of the financial industry in New York City. This image is characterized by its sharp contrast of light and shadow, with the play of sunlight creating a dramatic effect on the urban landscape. Abbott captures the aesthetically evaluative essence of the towering skyscrapers that emerged during this time period. Through her lens, Abbott not only documents the physical surroundings, but also captures the spirit of the city and the rhythm of daily life. This photograph's titled Court of the First Model Tenements in New York City, 365 East 71st Street, Manhattan, and it was taken on March 16, 1936. This photograph depicts the exterior of these tenement buildings, which were designed as an early attempt at providing improved housing conditions for New York City residents. Abbott's Changing New York project aimed to document the city's architectural and social transformation during the period of significant urban development. Through her lens, she captured not only the iconic landmarks, but also everyday scenes and lesser-known aspects of the city life, including housing conditions in various neighborhoods. This particular photograph reflects Abbott's interest in social reform and her commitment to highlighting issues of housing and urban poverty. By focusing on the court of the first model tenements, Abbott brings attention to efforts to address housing inequality and improve living conditions for residents of New York City, making the photograph ethically evaluative. Abbott's work continues to be celebrated for its historical significance, artistic merit, and contribution to the visual documentation of urban landscapes. Through her lens, Abbott captured the essence of New York City during a pivotal period in its history, leaving behind a lasting legacy that continues to inspire photographers and admirers of her work today.